Hello, here I am again in Star Wars The Old Republic with my videos that I intend for people who are complete novices with these massive multiplayer online games, really don't know how they work, but they're attracted to The Old Republic because they're Star Wars fans, and this is a very good Star Wars game, a lot of fun if you love Star Wars. What I'm going to go over right now is called kiting, and this is leading an enemy along, and this is particularly for a melee enemy, an enemy that uses close range attacks and has to get close to you to do real damage, and you stay out of the range. So you're doing damage to them while you keep out of their range for doing damage, so you don't take too much. This is sometimes counterintuitive, and some people don't understand why I do this at all. See, the character I'm going to do this on is my operative. I have another video showing the same quest. It's a heroic quest intended for a group, and I do it alone. Normally, what I have done is I'm the healer and I let my companion go in. However, this champion enemy at the end of the heroic quest has a point-blank area of effect attack that is very damaging if you stand in it. Of course, companions, if you're a little bit used to this by now from watching my videos, will just stand in that, and I can heal through it. I always play healers whenever possible. I only have one character that is not a healer or does not have healing abilities. But there's other ways to do it. So what I've done now, I've switched my companion into a healing stance, and I will do the damage this time. But I'm not going to use very many of my vibroblade close range attacks, which seems to make no sense with the operative. However, what I will do is I'm going to use other attacks which will slow the enemy down, constantly keep them slow, and I'm going to keep running away from them while using my ranged attacks, which are much weaker than my melee attacks. However, sometimes strategy trumps damage, and this is a perfect case of that. So I'll use a few vibroblade attacks, as you'll see, when the enemy does get close, but for the most part, I'm just going to lead this enemy along. I'm going to kite him. And it's slower, it's definitely much slower, but you'll take very little damage. It's easy for your companion, your healer companion, to heal you, or another player who's a healer to heal you, because you won't take much damage. And you need patience, but a lot of these champion fights take patience in any case. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut right to the end of this heroic, which you may have seen me do on another one, but through my typical method of having my tank companion go in and I heal them. And I'll show you how this goes. It takes just a few minutes, so I'm going to cut to that in just a moment, and we'll pick up there. Okay, so here I am in stealth. I'm going to sneak up on this champion Jedi. I'll hit him with Hidden Strike, Debilitate, a hard stun that won't break on damage, Backstab, hit him with Lacerate, and now I'm going to start kiting him. I'm slowing him down with Sever Tendon. I'm going to keep using that. There goes his point-blank AoE attack. And he stunned me. When he gets to me, the stun is worn off, and I hit him with a knife attack again, his vibroblade attack, and I keep kiting him. I'm going to keep putting Culto Probes on myself to help healing, to give my companion a break, and I'm really not doing a whole lot of damage. I'm throwing grenades, sometimes I can shoot a corrosive dart at him, and just using my rifle attack. And I keep there. Now I had a chance to get him with another Lacerate, but I keep him running after me, and I'm out of the range of most of his attacks, and I completely avoid his AoE attack, and it's a pretty strong AoE attack for two reasons. It does do pretty much damage, however, the duration of the attack matches its cooldown, so as soon as that expires, he can use it again. And like I said, I've done this quest with players, and this is another reason why I play alone a lot. You know, they think, oh, you know, you're stupid, you're doing this, you know, you're an operative, you know, you're melee, you're supposed to use your vibroblades. And they'll stand in there. I've done it with a power tech, which is basically a that's another melee class. It's largely a close-range bounty hunter, and this bounty hunter just stood in it, eating the damage. And it was only the fact that I started healing too. There was a sorcerer who was the healer on it, and it was me and this power tech. Power tech nearly died every, so often, and it was only because both me and the sorcerer were healing him that he lived. And, so although he thinks I'm an idiot, I have to disagree. As you can see, my health is hardly dropping at all. And this is a really useful tool. Yeah, his health is almost gone. He's almost done, so it does take a few minutes. It does take a couple of minutes to do, but it's really a very effective tactic. And I couldn't really do this with my sorcerer. I have another enemy in a class quest that has the same ability, and I didn't have any problems with it, but the sorcerer unfortunately doesn't have any great kiting abilities. I really wish it did. So that's all there really is to that. When I can find some other good examples, I'll remember to make videos of those as well, just to give you an idea of how that is. The power tech actually, ironically, can kite very well. Maybe I'll do that. I'll break out my power tech, which is not my favorite class. It's a lot of fun, but it has very little crowd control, no healing. It's all damage. You can either do DPS, a damage build, or a tank build. Not really my style, although the attacks it has are really fun. I'm going to have to get back to that. He's level 50 now. I struggled to get him there. Struggled, I say, because it's just not so much fun for me. But I will show you how you can kite with him, and I'll show you how to do that. So that's all for this. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you later.